Hi there, it's Elizabeth Ritchie from Rambana Ritchie Immigration Attorneys. Today is April 27th. I'll be talking about 2 points of pride and explaining who can get a check under the CARES Act today. My first point of pride is this challenge coin I received this weekend from Legal Services of North Florida for my pro bono work with foreign-born veterans pursuing naturalization. So thank you, Legal Services, for the coin. I'm sorry we can't celebrate Law Week in person together this year. My next point of pride is the fact that an article I wrote appeared in the American Bar Association Experience magazine, and it's about creative solutions for seniors, immigration solutions for seniors who are either abroad and like to come to the US, or American seniors who need home health workers, medical doctors, nurses, who are often from abroad. Next, I'll be talking about the CARE Act. An article came out in the Los Angeles Times recently and created a lot of confusion. The article used the word immigrant in explaining who could not receive checks under the CARES Act. And the better phrase would have been immigrant without Social Security number. So under the CARES Act, one of the provisions for eligibility is that a US citizen who is filing a joint return, has filed a joint return with an alien without a social, is not eligible for a check under the CARES Act. So that social cannot be replaced by an ITIN number. And again, it applies to couples who filed jointly where the alien member of the couple does not have a social. In those cases, a check will not be issued. Let me talk about why that is and how someone might find themselves in that situation. When an alien is in the US after having entered without inspection, called the entry without inspection, or EWI, that alien cannot file a Form I-485 if they're filing for adjustment through marriage. The problem with that is that I-485 allows for a work authorization, and that work authorization results in the Social Security number. So if an alien has entered without authorization, they cannot get the Social Security number through a marriage-based petition in the country. If the alien were to leave the US and attempt to file from abroad, we have a new problem. If that alien has been in the US more than 180 days without status, they cannot come back for 3 years. If they've been in the US more than 1 year without status, they cannot come back for 10 years. We have another issue. Although that unlawful presence can be waived, it cannot be waived for those who have more than one unlawful entry. So where we have a couple where the alien, let's say the husband, has entered 2 times without authorization, there's no waiver available for him to be able to overcome that 180 days or more of unlawful presence. So that process perpetuates, creates a disincentive for legalization because those aliens then basically are stuck and cannot legalize. What's a workaround? One workaround I see is the U visa. The U is for victims of crimes that occurred in the United States, certain crimes that are listed on Form I-918B, which can be found under forms at uscis.gov. You'll look at the I-918, and then underneath that you'll see the B supplement. On the second page of that form, it gives the crimes that are available for someone if they have been a victim of. They can request that law enforcement sign that form and then file with the actual first part of the form, the regular 918, and request a U visa. There's a huge backlog with U visas right now. They're taking over a year to be approved. If it is approved, after having that U for 3 years, can result in lawful permanent residency, does not take into consideration the manner of entry of the alien, and it does, again, lead to lawful permanent residency. In the meantime, on that approved U, you'll get a work authorization, which can then get the Social Security number. That's not going to help right now for purposes of the CARES Act, but that's an explanation about who can get a CARES Act stimulus check and why certain people cannot, what those people can do in order to get the social, which then creates a long-term solution for whatever benefit we're talking about. So that's the reason why I hope it's clear. If not, feel free to send me a message, post on social media, or email me, elizabeth@rambana.com. And again, happy Law Week.